Mom?
Do you ever wonder who's behind the most viral ads of all time? Meet Harmon Brothers. This creative agency is no one-trick pony. They've been able to replicate their success time and time again for hundreds of different brands. As the agency grew and more people were doing the work, how have they been able to keep their creative process consistent? Let's hear from creative director Caitlin Snow to find out.
You know, there's like 6 of us. So there's multiple projects going on at the same time, and it's just so important to like have consistency with especially like data, like structure and organization and naming and things like that. We can be creative, but make sure you follow these protocols so that when we have to revisit a campaign in 6 months or 2 years, like other people are not going to want to kill you because like it's not going to be disorganized. We're going to know where everything is. You know, we've started repeating mistakes, and I started seeing newer people make the same mistakes I made or whatever, and we realized like we need to document this. We need a way to like have that collective knowledge, because I had like a 14-page Google Doc that like everyone hated reading, and I knew that everyone hated reading it, but they had to read it. And I think a producer had ran into Trainual and just signed us up, and I saw it and I was like, yes, like this is what we need. People need to read this. So I used to just edit, and now I creative direct, and I don't edit as much, but I still sometimes edit, and sometimes I do the jobs that, you know, when you push off to interns or other people. And so I'll sometimes still do those, and I'll be like, oh no, what is the pixel aspect ratio when we do 4 or 5 videos? And that's on Trainual. So I can go in there and I can look and be like, oh, okay, it's 864 pixels by 1080. It's helped with onboarding. We have like a welcome to Harmon Brothers for everyone. It just feels more like it takes out the friction. Like that I would say is what we use Trainual for more, is like the systems and protocol. I would say like an hour on Trainual saves you 10 hours later. So if it's gonna take you like 50 hours, like yeah, it's a lot, but it'll save you 500. Like it's definitely worth it. Recently, another coworker has taken on that role for a client. And so it was nice that I could just like send him the creative directing for Harmon Brothers subject. I know just recently we were talking, and then the CEO was like, oh, let's add that to Trainual, you know, like, and so I put it on my list to go and update it. And so it's nice that things don't just get thought of and forgotten, but they get thought of and then they're actually like written in stone kind of. It does save a lot of time, and you don't want to make the same mistakes twice, and you don't want other people to make mistakes you've made, you know? And just so you got to have that like collective knowledge somewhere. But really, like when I heard about it, I was just like, oh yeah, like this is what we need. Like, let's just dive into it.